Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, or hello if you're new. In today's video I'm trying the Beauty Works Argan Serum Daily Treatment. This is a vegan, free of parabens and SLES. And I'm quite excited. I've seen a few requests asking me to try different Beauty Works products, and this is the first one that I'm trying. I've been really interested to try more from their range, so if you have any recommendations, whether it's to do with this line or an alternative brand, then do let me know in the comments. But that was said and done, let's sort out my hair and try the serum for the first time. As you can probably tell, I look like I've got a bit of a bird's nest on my hair. So I'm going to start by just brushing my hair through first off, and then I always take like an oil or a serum after I've brushed my hair to style, and we can see if this tames basically all the frizziness that my hair has got. It's just a bit like big and just out of the way, and also when I brush my hair it goes really frizzy, and so I love using an oil to just calm it down. So before I get started with the oil, let me quickly brush my hair and then we'll talk more about the product. That's already looking a bit better, but as you can see, super frizzy, and it just goes a bit crazy as soon as I brushed it. So let's talk a little bit more about this before I use it. So it says, guarantee luscious hair with the Beauty Works Argan Serum. Lock in moisture, revive your style and enhance your extensions with daily use of this Salon Professional Serum. So is this just for, it wasn't like marketed as just for extensions, so I presume you can use it on your own hair as well. Oils are great for extensions to prevent them like drying out, because obviously they're not getting the moisture that your hair normally gets. So works well with extensions, but I presume it would work just as well with your hair. Created with a blend of the finest argan oils, hair fibres will be truly nourished, enhancing elasticity and natural shine without weighing down the hair. Healthy, nourished hair will always help prevent and repair split ends, protecting from heat and styling damage. Method of use: apply a small amount of serum to clean towel dried hair before styling. Alternatively, use as a styling product to revive and leave hair feeling nourished. So I'm going to be doing the second step here. I talk a little bit more about oils when I chatted you through the comparisons between the Olaplex and Kerastase one. I really enjoyed doing that comparison video, and it's just understanding how to best use hair products for you. So I tend to use oils as soon as I've got out of the shower or washed my hair, and then also as just a bit of a style reviver. Like for me, if I didn't use oils, I would need to straighten my hair because it looks a bit unruly. But instead of straightening my hair, I use an oil or a serum to calm it down, and for me it just replaces needing to straighten it, which is so much better for your hair. Not only that, the oil has obviously got all the nutrients and the ingredients to help nourish your hair, and as it mentioned, prevent split ends and things like that, especially as I typically put them on my mid-lengths and ends. From this point down, I normally focus on hair oils, and then on the top, if I need dry shampoo, that's when I'll go in with it. So let's just talk about this product. I was actually quite surprised. I'm not sure why, but I always think I picture Beauty Works as quite a like bougie kind of brand. Like their hair extensions are really good, and they work with people like Molly May, and in my head, because I've not ever used them before, I always thought that they were very like prestige, or like their products look very expensive. However, now I've got this in my hand, like the bottle itself is a plastic, which I guess is more durable and just better if they're in like a drawer, and I'm not kind of hating on that, but I think it would have been better for it to have been like a glass or even a harder plastic, which made it feel a bit more premium. For me, it's just like, I'm just not getting that having it in my hand. And then the applicator is a pipette, which actually I'm not mad at, because you can really control how much you want to use. And I actually quite like that. I like the fact that with hair oils, you don't want to use too much. You don't want to use, if you put too much on, your hair will look greasy. And this is a great way to actually control that, as long as it's effective. So that's what I'm going to try today, obviously. But instead of a pump, I would prefer like a pipette in most of my other products that are kind of oil or serum based. But yeah, it's kind of like, let's have a feel for the consistency. The colour is kind of as I would expect, to be honest. That pipette just leaked a bit, which is fun. oh, they've obviously added a fragrance into this because it doesn't smell like argan oil, it smells perfumed. And yeah, it definitely, obviously it is marketed as a serum, but it definitely has like a serum consistency. And oil is very, very lightweight. This has like a thickness to it, and when you kind of go like that, there's like a film on your finger. That's how I distinguish between an oil and a serum. Even if it's marketed as an oil, they typically have more of a serum type of feel. Like the Kerastase one, for example, that for me is a much like thicker oil that I would say is more serum based than oil based. But otherwise it's quite thick. Like, I definitely will not need much of this. Obviously I'll show you how much I use, but that was just a tiny amount, and that seems to have gone so far just on my hand. So when I use products like this, I just go like this in my hand just to make sure it's super even. You don't want to clump it in one place at once and your hair go too greasy. And then I typically just kind of brush my hair like with my fingers just to like target where the oil needs to go. So let's just focus on this side first, and then I can show you an immediate difference in terms of a before and after. As you can see, I'm just running my fingers through as if it's kind of like a hairbrush, just to see how that helps to calm down my hair a little bit after brushing it. And this is great if you have like frizzy hair, and just helps to like get rid of flyaways and just makes your hair look like a bit straighter or a bit calmer depending on what your hair texture's like. So there you can see a bit more of a before and after. So before here, super frizzy, and you can just see it's just a bit like big and like unruly, whereas here, see, it's not like super straight, but it's styled and it's calmed down a lot. And when you compare the two, it's definitely made it just look a little bit healthier and just a bit more put together, I suppose. So from here you could then brush it out again, or just use as you like desire. You might need to use more than that depending on your hair type, but for me that's calmed it down enough for me that I would like get away with using it. Let's do it from the other side. See here, it drips off quite a lot. The pipette doesn't actually control the product as well as I was kind of hoping for. And if I just apply that like that, yeah, it's a bit. Another thing as well, just to be careful, and I'm not sure if it's just because I'm clumsy, but with the pipette you obviously want to make sure you put it straight back on, otherwise it's like very easy to knock over. Again, something I can definitely tell that I will probably do because I'm just so clumsy. And then this side, I'm just taking that the same like this and just running it through my hair. So if you're thinking, what does argan oil do for your hair, what are the benefits, I actually have a video where I tried argan oil overnight, but I speak specifically about the different benefits, and that's when I use straight argan oil. But any kind of product that has argan oil as a primary ingredient definitely like benefits your hair in a multitude of different ways. So it's good to just have something like this if you find that your hair gets dehydrated quickly. And I also love using this before bed, so just adding an oil to your ends or mid-lengths and then sleeping in it, your hair just like looks so much better the next day. I just think it's magic. So yeah, I'm just doing the same here. You can see at the front where I've got a bit more texture. That's mainly where like my hair was up. It's obviously not calming that down super well. I do find with some other oils it kind of straightens it, maybe a little bit better than this one, but that said, I do think that this has still done a really good job. I can add another teeny bit more. Now I'm just taking this last little bit and just running it through my hair like this, focusing it on the ends a little bit more just to help them look like super full. There we go. I think that that's definitely calmed my hair down. Don't think it's sorted like these bits out as much as other oils. So the Olaplex one for me definitely, I don't know, just helps to like calm down any kinks. Kind of has more of a straightening effect than this one does. It smells gorgeous though. I do like the smell of it. It smells really like beautiful and like uplifting. So that's good. And obviously the good thing with oils is that it adds tons of shine. So your hair just looks so healthy. I think shiny hair really indicates healthy hair, even if it's not actually as healthy as you want it to be. I think that this has done a really nice job of actually just like smoothing everything out, and going from my before and after is a bit more dramatic and it's just good for me. Like, I think having a good hair oil is really essential in your routine. Do I think this is my favourite though? Probably not. I think that I definitely prefer ones like the Olaplex one. That for me is probably still my favourite, and I also really liked the Fanola one, but also the Wella one, the oil reflection ones. Now that for me like adds so much shine. Actually probably straightens my hair a bit better than this, and that one is cheaper than this one. Obviously Beauty Works isn't like the cheapest brand, but it's also not the most expensive. It kind of sits like middle of the way. You get tons of products for the price, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's a personal favourite of mine. But yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on the product. I think it's still nice. It feels like super hydrating, which is obviously something else that you really want from an oil. I just don't think it's actually life-changing. So yeah, let me know what you think. Have you ever tried it out? Have you got this on your wish list, or have you got another hair oil you'd like me to try next? Do let me know. I obviously love testing hair care products so much. But yeah, that's kind of my review on this. Do really like it, but probably wouldn't repurchase because it's not changing my life. You know, I think that even actually on my ends, like I could probably achieve like a straighter result using another oil. So yeah, I'm kind of sat a bit neutral about this. Hasn't blown me away, but hasn't left me too disappointed. It's an okay oil for the price, but I do think that there's better on the market. So with that all said and done, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Smash that thumbs up button if you've got to the end and have enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe down below. I post 3 times a week and I focus on hair care content. So if you're looking to really improve the health of your hair through products that are both affordable and a bit more expensive, then this channel is definitely for you. I really appreciate all of your support. With that all said and done, I will see you guys very soon. Bye.